we never actually called him Matthew. Most of the time we called him Choo Choo because, well, we used to call him Matthew and then it just kind of became Choo Choo, you know. The thing I remember most about Matthew was he had this incredible beaming smile. I mean, he'd just walk in and be like, you know, and he'd smile at everyone. I mean, he had a way of making you feel better. But he'd stare people down at the coffee shop. I mean, there was always this end seat that he wanted to sit at so he could talk to me while I was working. If somebody else was sitting in that seat, he would just sit there and stare them down. And then he'd go sit at his seat. But he also had a political side. I mean, he was really into political affairs like CNN and MSNBC. It's all his TV was ever really tuned to. He was really smart with political affairs, but not so good with the common sense. I think maybe that's why he moved to Laramie to go to school. I did talk to Matthew about 48 hours before his attack. And he told me he had joined a gay and lesbian group on campus and they were getting ready for Pride Week and whatnot. Yeah, he was really happy about being at school. Yeah, he was really stoked about being there. Money meant nothing to Matthew because he came from a lot of it. I mean, there was this one time where this homeless guy came up and asked for his wallet and he just handed it over to him because money meant nothing to him, you know. His shoes might have meant something. But they can say that this is a robbery, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it for an iota of a second. I was in the coffee shop when some random guy came up to me and was like, there's been a beating in Laramie and they say his name's Matthew Shepard. And he was like, do you think that's our Matthew? And I was like, well, yeah, it sounds like it's our Matthew. So I got up and I ran out of the shop and I called my sister Trish. And I was like, you need to tell me what's going on because I'm here and I don't know anything. I'm in the coffee shop and I don't know anything. And then when I got home that night, I went and I turned on the 10 o'clock news. And there they were talking about the nature and the severity of it all.